And that's one of the good things for us. We are all at a stage in life where we have become quite successful at what we've done, and we can afford these toys. And it's a wonderful thing, because they're really kind of fun. One of the limitations when I bought that computer was, oh, and by the way, this has a solid state hard drive. I'm going to highly recommend to you that if you're traveling with a computer, buy a solid state hard drive as opposed to a mechanical hard drive in your computer. A mechanical hard drive has a disk inside of there that spins around at a very high rate, and it's recording data as it is spinning. A solid state drive has no moving parts. It's all electronic. It's probably not going to break unless you throw it on the ground. And that's the dependability that you need. The limitation when I bought this computer was this had 256 gigabytes of solid state drive, and I filled that up in a few weeks. So I have purchased some additional devices. This is also a solid state drive. It's a USB 3. It's when I plug it into my computer, it is as fast as the onboard hard drive on my computer, and this is 1 terabyte in size. I believe these now come to 1, 2, and 3 terabytes in size. Huge storage. This is a prior solid state drive, a little bit smaller. This is only 256 gigabytes, but nonetheless wonderful. I love it. Use it all the time. And then Costco was selling these little guys. This is a USB thumb drive, about tiny, 128 gigabytes. Yeah, 128 gigabytes. That's small. I have a couple of these. So redundancy is also critically important. If you are taking photos and the photos that you're taking are lost for some reason, they are all in the card on your camera, or they were on your computer and your computer is lost or damaged, you can replace the camera, you can replace the computer, you cannot replace those images. You'd have to do another circumnavigation of South America to do that, and it would be horrible. So redundancy. So when I save images, I have a routine. In fact, we will at a different lecture talk about my workflow, what I do with images, how I organize them. But essentially, you're going to have redundancy. You're going to have them on one computer and then on 1 or 2 other devices as well. This is a portable battery. Okay, if you're out in the field, if you're on a plane, you're walking in an airport, this little portable battery can fully charge my camera, my 2 GoPros, anything else, my phone, my tablet, anything else that I have in there, it can charge them all 5 times over on one charge. Amazing. So, especially, if you're out in the field, so to speak, or maybe on a camping safari, right? There may not be something to plug into. You need something like this.
What is that?
This is called Power Add. And this is a 10,000 mAh storage device. It's been a while since I bought this, so I don't remember any of the models or anything. I think this was only about $20 or $30. I mean, unbelievably cheap. Unbelievably cheap. I don't think I'm going to go over lenses today. We're going to have to do that another day because cameras, we're going to be finished here in about 10 minutes on our camera here, and I want to go over some other really essential items. I've alluded to a product called a gimbal. And a gimbal is a handheld device that allows you to have your camera be very stable. So I'm going to turn the gimbal on, and you'll watch this thing come to life. Okay, it just came to life. And no matter what I'm doing, if I'm running along, if I'm going up or down, that camera is completely horizontal, no matter what I do. And even if I do a turn like this, watch how it dampens the turn, how it moves in these very slow increments, so it gives you smooth video. I could be walking up a set of stairs, and that motion of moving up the stairs is almost not noticeable. So this is called a gimbal, and it's a wonderful device. The gimbal has a number of different functions. You can have it in function 1 here, which is horizontal. I can click on another button. Now it allows me to pan up and down. Before I couldn't do that, but now I can pan up, I can pan down, and it does it in these very smooth motions. I also have a lock-on feature where I can lock it on a subject, a tree, a horse, whatever it may be, and it'll follow that subject as I'm moving. Very, very nice.
And how much is that about?
At the time that I acquired this, they were around $300, and I'll bet you now they're maybe closer to $200. The competition's become huge. I believe GoPro is making one. I know that DJI is making one. A whole bunch of people are now making these. They're a wonderful tool. This device, 10 years ago, would cost you $250,000. And you've seen in these really nice movie productions, these guys have these very elaborate systems kind of wrapped around their body, and they're moving with the action of the actors. This is essentially doing the same thing. So imagine being out there with a gimbal that shoots in 4K, that's what this camera does, and you're creating some stunning cinematic action. Yes, sir?